Hi everybody, this is Eric with Motion Guidance. As many of you know, I'm one of the owners and developers of the Motion Guidance platform and all of its associated devices. I'm excited today to bring you some information about a new device that was sent to me for trials and considerations called NeckCare. Now I'm excited for the NeckCare device because it is something that the Motion Guidance platform doesn't offer currently, and I am here to tell you about the top 3 things that I find very useful about this device. The first one is the ease of use. This is the box that the NeckCare device comes in, and the device itself is this head cradle. Once you are set up on the platform, either on PC or on Mac, this is incredibly easy to use. Once you get the sensor turned on and integrated with your device, in this case mine is on my laptop, you just simply put the cradle onto the head, tighten it up, and you're ready to go. This can record multiple different data points as well. That's the second thing I love about this device, is the accuracy and the ease of getting data. As we all know, data drives progress and data drives coverage of insurance, or at least satisfaction with your patients. So once this is on and it is gathering your data, you can easily explain to your patients what is going on with their accuracy and motor control of their neck, joint position, sense air, as well as track their pain over time. And I'll be showing you some videos of this exact data collection. I also like that it's hygienic. So this surface can be wiped off with either a cleaner or alcohol pads, and then you are ready to put it on your next patient super quick. So there's no hassle of having to take it over to a sink and wash it off. You just wipe it down and you're ready to go. So all these things combined make it very quick use in clinic, very accurate for data, and easy to use between multiple patients in a single day. Now, some other things I really like about this are the integrative nature with Motion Guidance itself. I can get real-time data with the NeckCare device, show my patients where they're lacking, then take them to the Motion Guidance system for training, and then come back and retest them with this device. I'm going to actually show you that on myself, and then I'm also going to be doing some follow-up videos in the near future about how I'm using this with my patients in the clinic and show you their data as well. All right? So let's go through an example here of how I can easily set this up using my laptop and the NeckCare device. As you can see, this has several points of contact on the head and a quick zip tie on the back. To adjust it, you simply compress the back. To adjust it again, to take it off, you'll click it open. So if I put this on my head here, okay, just has to sit somewhere in the middle of the forehead. I could snap it on the back, dial it up, make it snug, and I'm ready to go. It's that easy. Once I'm set up to go, I can integrate this with my laptop, bring up the patient that I need to do assessments with, whether that's a new evaluative assessment or a follow-up assessment. I create their profile on the NeckCare software database, and I'm ready to go. Classically, we do range of motion assessment, joint position sense assessment, and what they call a butterfly test, which is moving and tracking in multiple planes, okay, once the patient is set up to go. It comes with instructions on their platform, which I love. I can read these out loud to the patient and have them go through the test. There's no assumption of how to modify the test. There's no deviations from the patient. They just have to perform the instructions, and it's easy to talk to them through the assessment period. So let's take a look at me performing these tests, and as I promised earlier, then we'll go through some trials of using the Motion Guidance device, coming back and doing trials again, and then look at some real patient data over the next few weeks. So here is me performing a range of motion assessment. You can adjust the assessment to look at left and right rotation, flexion and extension, and side bending in both left and right planes of the neck. All you need is a simple space bar on the computer. The patient can even run that themselves, or you can run it as the clinician. You can also go through joint position sense air. In this example, I'm just going to do rotation, but what I love about the data collection is they give you options for flexion and extension as well as side bending. And then the butterfly test. There's 3 levels of performing the butterfly test. You're going to have easy, moderate, and difficult. Once you're done with this test, it gives you your performance compared to normative data that they've collected for thousands of patients. So it tells you how well you're doing and where you need to work on based on your deficits or your decompensations. So now let's talk about how to integrate this with your motion guidance device. So traditionally, we have this hygienic strap that a person can place around their head, adjust with either the perpendicular mount or the flat mount that comes in our clinician kits, and you have the green ball and socket laser that comes with our clinician kit. This is how we would set up the device for performing motor control exercises as well as joint position sense testing with the motion guidance device. However, with the NeckCare device, you can switch out with the flat mount, take off the NeckCare device, place the teeth of the motion guidance mount onto the NeckCare device, place it back on the patient's head, tighten it up, and you're ready to go through motor control training. So what I'd like to show you today is going through motor control training using the NeckCare head cradle, the motion guidance flat mount and green laser, and perform some motor control exercises in a butterfly pattern based on one of our flags that we have in the motion guidance clinician kit, and then come back and do a retest of my performance with all 3 tests on the NeckCare platform, and let's see what changes. So I have a standard distance setup here of 3 feet in my clinic. I'm going to have the flat mount on the NeckCare device. I'm going to turn on the green laser and center it up where I'm looking, which is right at the bullseye. Now I'm going to do some ×1 or motor control exercises by going as quick as I can while staying inside the lines of each color. I'm going to do this clockwise and counterclockwise. For the light blue, the gold, and the dark blue. Also go through max extension, max flexion, transverse plane rotation. So I want to make sure I come back on that line. Okay. We can also do joint position sense testing by closing our eyes, going through a particular range of motion and coming back to where I think the center is. Retest it, or excuse me, relocate it. Go between different planes of motion. Got that one pretty good. Recenter. Got that one pretty good. Now let's go redo the NeckCare assessments and see how I've done. All right, so now I'm back after performing those motor control exercises with the motion guidance head laser and the butterfly flag that comes in the clinician kit. We're going to use the laptop. I'll do a screen share so you can see this happening in real time. All right, everybody, I'm back, and having done my pre and post test with the NeckCare device and software and then training in between with motion guidance, here's what I found. Now, as we can see here, after training with the motion guidance device on the clinician kit flag with the butterfly pattern, these are my results with my post test using the NeckCare system. My joint position sense air testing, and here is my butterfly test. As you can see, all the measures are improved, and I'm especially impressed by the butterfly test post-test. So much more accurate, put me from a borderline red or yellow on the NeckCare system fully into the green with all the measures. So I can't say enough about this NeckCare system. It gives me real-time data. It's easy to use. It's easy for patients to understand. It's super easy to get set up with the software, and I recommend it highly. Thanks a lot. This is Eric with Motion Guidance.